What is up, guys, and welcome back. Neumatix here, of course, and welcome back to another ModVsMod episode where we put two mods up against each other to see which one is a little better than the other. And today we're going to be looking at a huge city mod versus a mega structure mod. So if this interests you, then you're probably going to want to stick around. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So the first mod we're going to go ahead and look at is called the Lost Cities mod by MCJTY. It adds in these massive cities into your Minecraft world that just populate everywhere. This mod even adds in some really cool little parks and some subway systems, as you can tell right down there. Let's go ahead and jump right down here to kind of check it out. These subway systems lead everywhere, literally everywhere. I could go ahead and go down here and it would take me all over the place and actually have some exit areas all around. What's even better about this mod is when you go ahead and enter the buildings, there are tons of spawners and mobs all around. And of course, there'd be some loot. And look at that, blocks of quartz. You can actually get in these, and you can go ahead and go into the chest. That one didn't have anything, unfortunately, but that's not always the case. And then you could go ahead and go up them just like this with some ladders, and you go all the way to the top. And there's usually a chest on top that'll go ahead and give you something a little special. And if you're really one that wants to get a lot of these blocks of quartz, then there are a bunch of those all around. On top of the cities having massive subway systems, the cities also have massive roadway systems that lead all the way through different cities all around your world. And check this out, as they go through the mountain, it goes right underneath, so you can go ahead and go right under here and travel very quickly, is of course if you had some kind of rail system going through. Not gonna lie though, your computer's probably gonna suffer if you don't have some kind of good graphic card. Your FPS is going to drop dramatically unless you have all of your settings down with these kinds of cities populating, because chunk loading is going to take quite a bit. The only other kind of disadvantage I can see this city having over the other mod is the fact that a lot of the cities look pretty similar, and there's a lot of similar aspects to the buildings on the inside. Other than that, it's pretty good considering it's an entire city throughout your entire world. The next mod that's going to be combating up against Lost Cities is called Recurrent Complex by Ivor Force, that adds in these mega structures. See, I wasn't lying when I said they were mega structures. This mod has over 200 custom structures sprawled out across the entire world of Minecraft and in different biomes. As you can see, we have a couple around us already, and in the distance you can see some pretty cool looking trees. There are so many different structures in this mod that there's no way you could possibly come across all of them in one sitting. So you couldn't just download the mod and go across your Minecraft world and find them all. You're probably going to take a long time to find them all. And the good thing is that each of them come with their own little loot. So this one, of course, has some not so great loot. What am I getting stuck on? Oh, that. But you have some furnaces, some hay in the corner. It's just some broken down ruin with some old ordinary blocks. But the mod doesn't only come with structures like this for ruins, it also comes with structures like this. So small ones. This one is completely made out of bone, so it's like a dinosaur that died off long ago. There are tons of structures all over the place. I'm going to get tired of saying that word, but there seriously are so many different ones. The mod also not only adds in structures, but it changes the way villages are. As you can tell, we have some new buildings in our village right here. So let's go ahead and go over to this one. It's a little windmill that's custom made that came from the mod that you could go into and has some stuff for the villagers and you, of course. So let's go ahead and jump into here. And as you can see, we got some furnaces right down at the bottom. We have some chests looted up with stuff. Nothing that great. Just some stuff you probably regularly find in a village. And then if we go further up, I don't think anything else is really out of the ordinary here. Just some regular crafting benches, bookshelves, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, nice. A little wheat farm up here too. And then we have a pretty cool system over here that has some really good stuff for you in the beginning of your Minecraft adventure. So we have some pistons, we have some melons, we have a little chest in the corner that we could check with some quartz, some gold. That'd be nice for your first time in a village. And then you got chests full of regular wood, so you won't have to cut down so many trees. The one thing I think that this mod has over Lost Cities is the fact of the craftsmanship that came with all of these structures. I mean, come on, look at that statue standing on top of the ruin. That is awesome. And the fact that this thing is not empty, but you could go inside and find some loot and slay some monsters. This is awesome. I didn't even realize. I think those are banners over here. Maybe not. I could be wrong. No, I think they're banners. So that's pretty cool. Little things, little details make all the difference. And that is something that this mod definitely has on Lost Cities. Now let's go ahead and go over the pros and cons of each mod. First, we're going to go over Recurrent Complex since I'm already in the world, and the fact that this mod has over 200 structures randomly spawned throughout the entire world with their own little craftsmanship to each one, and the fact that each one is not empty, but in fact has stuff within them is pretty awesome. The fact of the matter is, you're never going to really want to settle down into one spot because there are so many things across this world that are going to catch your eye and spike your interest with each new turn you make. This mod not only gives you the chance to find some awesome structures, but it also gives you a new way of adventuring through Minecraft and a new way to find loot throughout your world. The two things that would actually make me want to pick this one over Lost Cities is the fact that it changes the way villages are spawned into the world, and it spawns in some awesome trees. Now right on to Lost Cities. Lost Cities gives you the opportunity to have a city when you're too lazy to make your own city. But in all seriousness, this is pretty awesome in the fact that it makes tons of buildings that are not empty, have plenty of monsters and plenty of loot, just like Recurrent Complex, and it has something that Recurrent Complex does not. The fact that it has huge, massive roadways that stretch across your entire world, as well as subway systems that stretch across underground for you to traverse. As I said before, the one thing I believe Recurrent Complex has over the Lost Cities mod is the fact that all of the buildings and ruins in Recurrent Complex look as if they were handcrafted. The Lost Cities mod, not so much. Most of the buildings look pretty similar, and you can definitely tell that a lot of the water towers, well, yeah, they look the same. But the fact that it's an entire city spanning across your entire world is something to say for itself. The one thing I would say that the Lost Cities mod has that Recurrent Complex does not is the fact that you can find blocks pretty easy in the mod. The fact that you go through all of these different buildings and get all of these cool little blocks that you probably wouldn't be able to find in Recurrent Complex. I could be wrong, but I do feel that way with this mod. The downfall of both of these mods, honestly, has got to be the fact that your FPS completely drops if you don't have some kind of beefy graphic card. And that is something that could hurt a lot of people in downloading either of these mods. But I do find that the Lost Cities mod does have a bit more of a drag compared to Recurrent Complex. As you just saw, I started to freeze up right there. So now to start the debate, which mod is better? I'm actually not for sure. I think that Recurrent Complex is really cool in the fact that you have tons of different buildings, over 200 structures throughout your entire world to go ahead and find and explore. But the Lost Cities mod is pretty awesome in the fact that you have an entire world made out of a city. I don't know, what do you guys think? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below, and we'll go ahead and decide for ourselves which one is better. If you did like this video, please leave a like if it was helpful at all, and if this made you want to go ahead and download either of these mods, please let me know down below. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, as always, please subscribe to my channel to get content like this every Tuesday. Thanks again, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.